Okay, I'm setting it up right now.
Make sure you add everyone.
Call the group Slay Queens Empire.
Slay Queens Empire. Confirmed! Look at those names. We're in business. Get ready, world. Here we come.
In the bustling city of Lagos, three young ladies from very similar backgrounds found themselves at the same birthday party one sunny Saturday afternoon. Zara was the sharp-tongued fashion enthusiast who always managed to get small things from her struggling parents. Cynthia was the soft-spoken one whose single mother sold provisions just to make sure she did not go to bed hungry. Emily was the quiet observer. Her family tried their best, but best in their house was barely enough as they sat together eating small chops and sipping drinks. The conversation drifted from school to work, then finally landed on the thing every young person in Nigeria seemed obsessed with: social media. See this babe, Zara said, scrolling through Instagram. She's in Dubai this week, Maldives last week. Meanwhile, her father is a retired teacher. They all busted into laughter. Cynthia, sipping her drink, added dramatically, I beg, me too, I will start my own content creation. I saw one of those big influencers pricing tomatoes in Balogun markets last week. The girl was bargaining like her life depended on it. Emily screamed, laughing so hard she nearly spilled her drink. So, the rich auntie where they do soft life content, now tomato seller for real life? The three of them laughed until their stomachs hurt. But deep down, something shifted in their minds that day. A dangerous seed had been planted. 2 weeks later, the WhatsApp group was created, Slay Queens Empire. They opened accounts on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and even YouTube. Every weekend became content day. They would wake up as early as 5 a.m., borrow clothes, shoes, and jewelry from friends, and sometimes even rent outfits during the week. They still went to their low-paying jobs. After closing, they would rush to do their live sessions and film videos. The fake life began in full force. They started posting luxurious pictures inside estates they could never afford to live in. They posed beside expensive cars that belonged to strangers. They borrowed money to buy wigs, makeup, and outfits that made them look like daughters of billionaires. Slowly, the engagement started rolling in. Oh my God, you girls are so beautiful. Slay queens. Soft life loading. Comments poured in. Followers increased. Brands started sliding into their DMs for small shout-outs. The girls were over the moon. Then came the real turning point: monetization. Money started entering their accounts. First, it was small. Then it became bigger. One fateful week, they made a shocking $20 combined from brand deals, gifts during lives, and TikTok creativity fund. Instead of paying back the debts they had already accumulated, they did what most people do when money enters suddenly. They lost their minds. They stopped going to work completely. Why suffer in that useless office when we can make this money from our phones? Zara would say. They borrowed even more, this time from loan apps, banks, and even family members. They rented flashy apartments in Lekki for content, even though they still lived in their family houses in Agege and Iyanaibaja. They threw wild parties, bought designer bags on credit, and lived like tomorrow did not exist. But cracks soon began to show. The loan apps started sending aggressive reminders. Then came the calls, then the visits, then the threats. One morning, Emily woke up to 3 men from a loan app standing at her family gate, shouting her name. Cynthia's mother nearly had a heart attack when debt collectors came to their shop. Zara's father, a quiet man, looked at his daughter with deep disappointment for the first time in her life. Instead of facing reality, the girls panicked and borrowed from even more apps using different emails and phone numbers. The whole got deeper. Then the inevitable happened. One bright Tuesday morning, reality came crashing down like a thriller with field break. The loan recovery agent, walking to the police, traced all 3 girls. They were arrested in different locations and charged with obtaining money under false pretenses and defaulting on loans. 6 months in prison. When they finally came out, they were shadows of their former self. No more designer wigs, no more fake lashes, just 3 broken but wiser young women. Surprisingly, when they decided to post their real story, raw, painful, and honest, the response was mixed. Some people laughed and dragged them mercilessly. The fake life queen. After all the soft life, prison life, so many others were touched. People sent them money, offered them jobs, and most importantly, get their own stories of almost drowning in the same illusion. Today, Zara, Cynthia, and Emily run a small but growing content page with a completely different mission. They now create content about financial literacy, content creation mistakes, and building real wealth. Their page is called From Fake Life to Real Life. They still create beautiful content. But this time, everything is authentic. No more borrowed clothes, no more fake location, no more pretending. In one of their most viral videos, Cynthia looked into the camera and said, "We thought social media was the shortcut, but it almost became our shortcut to destruction. If you are faking your life right now, please stop. The loan apps don't care how many likes you have. Your village people are not the ones sending debt collectors. Your decisions are." Zara added with a laugh, "We went from Slay Queen's empire to Debt Prisoners United. Please learn from us. Build real skills. Save your money. Live within your means. Content creation is good, but fake life will finish you." Emily smiled softly at the end of the video and said, "We came from struggling home. We wanted to escape poverty fast, but we almost lost our freedom trying to impress people we don't even know. Now we are building slowly, honestly, and with dignity. And that peace is sweet past all the fake designer bags combined." Moral of the story: the pressure to look rich on social media has destroyed many bright future. Real success is not loud. It's quiet, consistent, and built on truth. If you are currently living a fake life, borrowing to impress people who don't even know your surname, it's not too late to stop. Delete the fake picture. Face your reality. Build slowly but surely. Because in the end, the truth always comes out. Sometimes with handcuffs. Hope you love this story.
Thank you for
dear
watching.
friend.
Don't forget to like, follow, and share my story page to your loved ones.